XCR 375 H&H Mag here, and I'm doing a video on a video I saw from Alex Jones, and that video is Obama plans to shut down his news organization. I will go ahead and put a link below to his video, and if what he said, if what AJ is saying is true, and the information is accurate, because they could be just running a psyop on him, then problem is huge, bigger than I'd say bigger. And let me tell you this, NSA, FBI, Feds, I know you watch my channel. You need to really learn your history. You start rating these independent news organizations, Drudge Report, Alex Jones, Pete Santilli Show, other independent news organizations, you're going to open up a can of whoop ass like you wouldn't fucking believe. Period. History, our American history, shows that when you start rating independent news organizations, or you start stifling people's rights, such as the First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, you're going to open up a can of shit like you wouldn't believe. You need to really look at history here. You want to unite people, you go ahead and raid Drudge Report and raid Infowars.com, and you'll see what happens. History repeats. I'll spell it out for you, because you guys are freaking gnats for brains. You want to unite the people? That would unite people, because first off, everybody has the right to free speech. And if you stifle another person's rights, that person's going to think, wow, his rights just got stifled, so when are they going to come and stifle my rights or take my rights away? When are they going to shut this down? When are they going to shut me down? You will unite the American people like you would not believe. So you go ahead and do that. You want another Bundy Ranch times 10, times 100, times 1,000? That's what you would get. And it's history. This is it. Just, you need to learn history. As much as I disagree with liberals, they have just as much right to say what they do and spew their garbage as much as I have the right to counter their points and say what I need to say. Okay? You need to get that through your heads. So I guess you could say, since you're monitoring my channel, this is directed towards you. The NSA and whatever other government agency, surveillance agency that monitors this stuff. You need to do your history. If you really do have plans like this, you really need to reconsider it, because you will unite the people of America like you would not believe. Period. You'd be opening up Pandora's box, a can of worms that you wouldn't be able to get the lid back on. That, in my opinion, would probably seriously lead to a civil war. That would probably lead to another American Revolution. What do you think caused the revolution in 1776? I know NSA, you got my name, all my info, you know where I went to school, you know where I went to college, you know I majored in American history and South American history through college. What do you think caused the American Revolution in 1776? It was multiple things done by the king. Taxation without representation, freedom of speech being stifled, freedom to speak out against the government, not being able to address your grievances with the government. So I would strongly suggest you NSA people, or whoever monitors these YouTube channels, seriously go look through your history and read up on it. If they really do have plans to go in and raid these independent news organizations and stuff, when are you going to come in and raid my house? When are you going to come in and raid John Doe down the street? When are you going to come in and raid Drudge Report? And that's what I am trying to tell people here is we need to stand up. We need to get this corrupt administration out of there. Boehner resigned today. Thank God. About time. Get these people out of there. Petition the government for our grievances as under the Constitution and so forth. But if you start, NSA, feds, whatever is listening to this, if you start going through these plans, you're going to kick off something that you're not going to like. And that's just a fact. Look what we did to the British back in 1776. It's history. All right? It's not going to be good. And all of you that are in the federal law enforcement office position took an oath to uphold the Constitution. So, you need to honor that oath. Like I said, if this information is true and what Alex is saying is true, it's just a matter of time. So when are you going to come for us? When are you going to come for AJ? When are you going to come for Drudge? When are you going to come for Pete Santilli? When are you going to come for me? When are you going to come for my friends that have the same type of like-mindedness? That's the question. You're going to, if you guys go through with that, you definitely are going to unite the people against you. I'm not threatening or anything like that. I'm just stating a fact. And history has proven it time and time again. Whenever there is a threat against America, the people have come together. 1776, the wars that we fought since then. Read your history, people. I'm not the only like-minded person out there because I know if they get AJ, they're coming for me in time. So if that does happen, they start shutting down independent media, then, you know, the end has come. The end of free speech, the end of being allowed to assemble, and then we've really slipped into a hard dictatorship. Because look at it this way, a democratic republic has nothing to fear from free speech and should be with open arms about it, about dissension and different opinions and so forth and how things should work. And the government should have nothing to fear from independent media. And the reason why the government does fear independent media is because the independent media is telling the truth. It's got their facts. And they don't like it. So, anyway, like I said, NSA, you need to look at your history. Feds, you need to look at the history and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm not threatening or anything like that in the video. I'm just telling you, you need to read your history, because if you guys go through with that particular plan, it's just going to be bad news all the way around for everybody. Don't do it. Honor your oath to the Constitution, not to the commander-in-chief or the shit stain in the Oval Office. Your oath is to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. I took that oath back in the 90s. Honor it. XCR signing off.